Have you ever looked into a mirror and had it talk back? Mila did, and what it showed her led to a magical forest no one else could see. In a small, quiet village surrounded by hills and fog, lived a curious 10-year-old girl named Mila. She had wild curly hair, oversized glasses, and a collection of maps she made of places that didn't exist yet. Mila believed the world was hiding something. She just didn't know what. One cloudy afternoon, while exploring the dusty attic of her grandmother's house, Mila discovered something strange behind an old curtain, a mirror. But not just any mirror. This one was tall, framed in twisting silver vines with tiny blue gemstones embedded around its edge. It pulsed faintly with light, as if it were breathing. As Mila brushed the dust off its surface, something impossible happened. "Finally," said a voice. Mila jumped back. Her heart thudded in her chest. Who said that?" she asked, looking around the attic. "Me?" the voice said again. "Down here, curly head, in the mirror." Her eyes widened. The reflection was smiling at her but not copying her movements. Instead of a dusty attic in the background, the mirror showed a glowing forest with floating lights and trees that sparkled like stars. "You can talk," she gasped. "Obviously," the mirror replied, "but only to those who believe in the unseen, which you clearly do." Mila leaned in, her fear replaced by wonder. "What is that place behind you?" "It's the Whispering Forest, hidden in another realm. Your grandmother once visited it long ago, but now it's in danger and only someone like you can help." "Me? Why me?" "Because you're a seeker, a rare kind of human who can pass between worlds through enchanted objects, and time is running out." Suddenly, the mirror glowed brighter. Vines from its frame curled outward, reaching toward Mila like fingers of light. The air buzzed with energy. "Step through," the mirror said softly. "But know this, you may not return the same." Mila took a deep breath, then stepped forward. The world turned upside down. Colors blurred, stars swirled, and when the ground finally stopped spinning, Mila was no longer in the attic. She stood at the edge of the Whispering Forest. Everything shimmered. The trees whispered her name. Tiny glowing orbs zipped through the air, giggling like children. A gentle wind tugged at her hair, and a path made of silver leaves appeared beneath her feet. "Whoa," she whispered. "This is real." Just then, a creature darted out from the bushes, a small fox with wings. "You made it," it said. "I'm Tico, your guide." "A talking fox with wings?" "Well, yes, this is the Forest of Whispers after all," Tico said, fluttering. "Come on, the queen needs you." As they walked through the forest, Mila learned the truth. A dark fog called the Prague. Wither was spreading. It drained color and life from the forest. Trees turned to ash. The light spirits were disappearing. And at the heart of it all was a stolen gem, the heartseed crystal, hidden deep inside a cursed cave. "Only a seeker can find it," Tico said, pausing beside a broken statue. "And that's you." "But I've never been on a quest," Mila said nervously. "You don't need experience. You need courage. And trust me, you've got plenty." Soon the forest darkened. Trees leaned away. The ground cracked. Mila and Tico reached the shadowed Grovia place no creature dared enter. In the middle stood a black cave, pulsing with red light. "That's it," Tico whispered. "The Cave of Echoes." As Mila stepped inside, shadows moved across the walls. Whispers filled the air. Doubt, fear, lies. "You'll never find it," a voice hissed. "You're just a little girl. You don't belong here," said another. Mila squeezed her eyes shut. "No, I do belong here." She held her grandmother's compass tightly. It began to glow. Light spilled from her palm and pushed the shadows back. And at the center of the cave, floating above a stone pedestal, was the bastin, heartseed crystal, a glowing gem wrapped in vines of silver and gold. But just as she reached out, a massive shadow beast rose from the floor. It had no eyes, just a gaping mouth and claws of smoke. "Give it to me," it roared. "You don't scare me," Mila shouted. She raised the compass, and light burst from it like a star. The beast howled and dissolved into dust. The cave shook. Mila grabbed the crystal and everything went white. She awoke back in the forest. But now, everything was brighter. Flowers bloomed in seconds. The trees shimmered gold. The spirits danced around her. "You did it!" Tico cried. A graceful woman in a dress of leaves and moonlight approached Queen Elira, ruler of the Crescent, Whispering Forest. "Mila the Seeker," she said, bowing. "You've saved our world." Mila smiled, though her heart ached a little. She knew what this meant. "It's time for me to go back, isn't it?" Elira nodded. "But you'll always be welcome here. The mirror will know when you're needed again." Mila hugged Tico tightly and stepped back through the forest mirror. She found herself in the attic again, dusty, quiet, still. The mirror was just a mirror. Now, no glowing forest, no voices, just her reflection. But as she walked downstairs, she noticed something different. A glow in her pocket, the heartseed crystal, and on her wall map, drawn in silver pen she didn't remember using, was a new path marked, Whispering Forest, discovered, the end.